We have a series. The Dallas Mavericks have taken down the Los Angeles Clippers 96-93 in Los Angeles to even this series at 1. He's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I am Harrison Graham. Welcome into our Mavericks Today post-game show. Can we just get the dubs in the chat right now?
Get the dubs in the chat, man.
I mean, we were just talking about it, getting ready for the post-game show, Coop. That was a brawl. That was a knuckle fight. That was sloppy at times from both teams. I feel like we played in that game. I mean, that was a leave your guts on the floor type of game, and the Mavericks found a way. It looked bleak.
It was
early in the fourth. The Clippers took a 73-67 lead. Get the dubs in, by the way. And then the Mavericks, Coop, from there went on a 29-20 run to end the game, but it really felt more than that. They went on a 14-0 run.
Yes, they did.
After being down 6 to go up 8, and that ultimately proved to be the difference. We could start wherever you want here. I mean, I guess Luka hit the big shot to kind of really ice it.
He did.
32 points. Weirdly enough, he's 11 of 26 in both playoff games. The exact same field goal percentage there. The Clippers are making him work, man. They're trapping him. They're getting physical when he's getting into the paint. But he hit just an absolute killer step-back three over James Harden, who actually played really good defense on it from close to 30 feet to ice the game. Huge shot, an MVP type of shot. He was fantastic. He did enough in crunch time to win this game. It wasn't him alone. We'll talk about the other guys, but when you need your guy to step up, he did tonight.
I've been saying it all year. I think he's the best player in the world, and I think he showed it tonight. He came up clutch when he needed. It wasn't his best performance. He had to grind it out. He got frustrated with the officiating. He got a technical foul. But when the Mavs needed him most, he came up huge. That three-pointer, including a circus pass when the Mavs are up 3 trying to ice the game, gets the ball out to Kyrie Irving.
I think I skipped a heartbeat there.
Me too. And as you can tell, I'm still a little flustered trying to collect my thoughts on this game. But Luka, I would say overall this was a B-, C+ game from Luka. Ends up with 32, 6, and 9. Mavs get the dub coming home 1-1.
And I'll say this, before he hit that three, Paul George deflected the ball away from him. It looked like it was going to be a turnover the possession before. He gets it back, penetrates into the paint, and then kicks it out to a wide-open Maxi Kleber, who hits maybe the biggest shot of the game up to that point.
It might, yeah. I mean, that is the biggest shot of the season for Maxi for sure. And what did we said during the game, if you joined us for our live watch party, Maxi Kleber needed to get 6 points.
Give us 6 points because he was defending his fucking ass off tonight. I'm critical of Kleber. It feels like you're playing 4-on-5 with him sometimes offensively because, quite frankly, you are. There was a stretch, Coop, in the late third, early fourth where they were just trapping Luka and Maxi was the outlet, and you still don't have an advantage because he just doesn't give you offense. But he hit 2 massive threes tonight. His defense has been terrific, so you got to give credit where it's due. He was great. Give us your one-word reaction to the Mavericks beating the Clippers tonight. I'll do a hyphenated word. Gut-wrenching. Look, they did not have their best stuff, but what did we ask for this team to do coming into the game tonight? Bring the intensity from jump.
And they did.
They absolutely did that. The effort was not an issue. The energy was not a problem. They took it to the Clippers. Clippers played hard too. I mean, this was scrappy as hell tonight. Neither team shot it that well. I think the defense in this series, especially tonight, has been really good from both teams, and the Mavericks got it done. Give us your one-word reaction to the win tonight.
I'm going to go exhilarating.
How about exhausting?
Exhausting. Yeah, it was. I'm ready to go to sleep right now, but man, what a win for the Mavericks. And they did what they needed to do. They did it the hard way. They lose the game where Kawhi doesn't play. They win the game where he does. Kawhi, we'll get into him in just a moment, was very ordinary, but I'll go exhilarating. Tell us your one-word reaction down in the comments.
By the way, before we get to the other guys, one more Luka stat, 46 minutes tonight. I mean,
he sat 90 seconds in the second quarter.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That's it.
Played the whole second half. Tim Hardaway Jr. did leave this game with an ankle injury. They called it an ankle sprain, so we'll see what that looks like. I mean, luckily the Mavericks have built enough depth here where They don't need Tim. Now, obviously, that tightens the rotation a little bit. That probably increases minutes for guys like Josh Green. Dante Exum only played 6 minutes tonight. He has not given you much through 2 playoff games. So I think you're probably going to see a lot of Josh Green. I think also, Coop, in the minutes bear this out tonight, I think they're going to play pretty big. I mean, I think Lively and Kleber / Gafford and Kleber are going to play simultaneously a decent amount. So, and you're going to get heavy minutes from Derrick Jones and P.J. Washington, both who played over 32 tonight. So,
look, guys,
we'll keep an eye on Tim moving forward.
Tim's been a non-factor for 3 months.
To be honest.
2 months. He just has been. It's a shame he gets hurt. I hope he's okay and he recovers and is fully healthy.
Where it impacts you is if someone else goes down or if there's foul trouble. So this isn't a nothing burger, but you can absorb this injury a lot easier than you could have even earlier in the season.
Couldn't have said it better.
We'll see how it plays out over the course of a playoff series. We'll talk about Kyrie and the P.J. Washington. He deserves a lot of love here in just a moment. But first, got to show some love to our sponsor, Prize Picks. It is daily fantasy made easy, the largest and most trustworthy daily fantasy sports app in North America. And you choose more, you choose less on different stat projections for the NBA playoffs. You got NHL playoff action. You got Premier League, Major League Baseball, UFC, tons of sports available. League of Legends for you gamers out there. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get going today. By the way, for the second straight game, Luka, half a number short.
Are you kidding
47 combined tonight, points, rebounds, and assists. Didn't matter. We didn't get there on Kyrie. Look, it was a defensive game, so I'm not surprised the one stat that hit here was Zubats on the rebound. So we didn't hit. The beauty of Prize Picks, though, is you can get a deposit match up to $100 with code CLNS at prizepicks.com/CLNS. We'll be back at it tomorrow. More playoff action then, both NBA and NHL. You can get going with some Major League Baseball games. Daily fantasy made easy. Pick more, pick less. Get going with Prize Picks. Link is in the comments and in the description. Okay. One more Luka thought?
Yeah, I just have one more Luka. How good was he on defense tonight? He was
dude, he clamped Kawhi on a critical possession in the fourth quarter, which led to a shot clock violation.
He was fantastic on the defensive end. And for people who say that Luka doesn't play defense, you're just not watching the ball games, man.
Look, the guy's not an all-pro defender. No one's saying that. But he's an above-average defender, and especially when it comes to physicality. Like, you're not going to post him up.
He has tree trunks for legs, dude. He set the tone tonight, frankly, on the defensive end.
His foot quickness has improved, too, on that end. The guy played 46 minutes, and he's clamping Kawhi in the fourth quarter. I mean, it's impressive what he's doing here.
He earned the 2 days off, man, plain and simple.
P.J. Washington, look, we were through 7 quarters of this series, he was not giving you what you needed. He smoked a couple layups early in this game, Coop, but I don't know the exact number. I think 12 of his 18 came in the fourth quarter, though. I know he had 8 early.
And the 2 free throws is 10.
He had at least 10 in the fourth. It might have been 12. He had 8 points in about a 2-minute span. He hit a tough shot off the glass early in the fourth, and you and I were both like, okay, maybe that gets him going.
And it did.
Hit a couple of corner threes, had some good defense. He's been providing that all along. I think defensively he had 2 more blocks tonight and a steal, so he's giving it on that end, but we said coming into this game you needed a third guy, and I would argue you had a fourth offensively because Derrick Jones had 10 points, 9 of those in the first half, Coop. I mean, when it's 45-41 at the half and you get 9 of your 45 out of Derrick Jones Jr., that is absolutely massive. He also had 7 rebounds. He led the team for a while in rebounding. Lively ended up passing him with 9, but he gave you some big minutes, and he's playing heavy minutes defensively. He played 32 tonight total.
Yeah, Derrick Jones was huge tonight on the offensive end in the first half and on the defensive end throughout the night. They're going to need him to be great throughout this whole series if they're going to come away with a win, plain and simple. This is not to pick on Derrick Jones, but it's the whole team. They were horrible at the rim tonight finishing. They probably missed, I would say, 10 inside the restricted area.
I would say they missed 3 to 5 straight up uncontested layups, and I would say 5 to 7 inside 3 feet, where in the NBA you should finish those 90% of the time. And I bet tonight they were 35%.
And Derrick Jones is usually a pretty good finisher as well, but that notwithstanding, he was very good tonight. The Mavs need more of him. Dereck Lively, a very nice bounce back after kind of a no-show in Game 1.
Especially Gafford only played 9 minutes tonight. He tweaked his lower back.
Yes.
He came back in, but I think he was clearly limited there, Coop. I'll give Gafford credit. The box score won't show it, but I thought he defended Zubats better early on a couple of possessions, and he played with more energy. I'm not going to say he was a big factor tonight because he wasn't, but I thought he was at least ready to go, unlike Game 1. Lively really ready to go. I was impressed with what the Rook did tonight.
Yeah, I thought the Rook, he wasn't scared of the moment.
He might start Game 3. He really might. He started the second half.
It's definitely a possibility. I was saying they needed to start him after Game 1. I think I would start him here on Friday night.
I would too, and not even necessarily what Gafford didn't do tonight. I just think Lively in Game 2
he's earned it.
Has given you, he has shown he's your best center in this series so far. Obviously, Kleber's going to play some at the 5 as well, but I don't think you start him.
And I just want to say this about Maxi Kleber. I mean, this is the exact type of game why Jason Kidd is going to play him. He gave you excellent defense tonight. He got 6 rebounds, which he normally doesn't do, by the way. He's not a very good rebounder for being 6'10". And tonight, he hit 2 threes that were absolutely massive, like you alluded to earlier, including one in the 4th quarter that kind of helped the Mavs separate. Man, my voice is gone.
You know what stat I love tonight for the Mavs, Coop? They had 5 guys that grabbed 6 rebounds or more. It was a team effort.
Team effort, there you go.
Washington gets 6, Jones gets 7, Irving gets 6, Luka gets 6, Kleber 6, Lively 7. Even 4 from Josh Green in 14 minutes. So it wasn't just, 7 from Josh Green in 14 minutes. That was just defensive rebounds. Josh Green gave you 3 offensive rebounds tonight. So it was a team effort on the glass. I think rebounding is a big indicator of energy, and they had 50 rebounds as a team tonight. Now, when the Clippers are missing a lot of shots, you're going to rebound the basketball, but 11 offensive rebounds, that's a good stat. So
in the year of our Lord 2024, the Mavs grabbed 50 rebounds in a playoff game. I can't believe this is my life.
Yeah, I mean, look, this was a game you had to earn. It was, shots were not
every
falling.
Second of it.
There was turnovers. The Mavs had 13 turnovers, although I think they had 12 through 3 quarters, so they cleaned that up in the 4th. They played their best quarter of the series when they had to have it, and you hope that carries over into Game 3. Who was the Mavs MVP tonight? I think it's got to be Luka.
77.
He closed the game. Washington and Kyrie were huge, but I think Luka Doncic was tonight's MVP. But it was a team effort. There's no question about it. All right, Coop, as we look ahead to Game 3, do you have any final thoughts here before we get out of here?
What a win. It was emotionally exhausting. If you want to go follow me on Twitter and ride the wave with me, I'm at Jeff_Coop27. You can tell by my voice and my expression, I am just cooked. Glad the Mavs got the win. I hope the AAC is absolutely rocking on Friday night, man. Be sure to go out there if you can. If not, watch us. I believe we will be live for a watch party. We'll confirm those details as the week goes on, but man, what a win for the Dallas Mavericks.
Mavericks 96, Clippers 93. Hit the subscribe button. Again, we'll figure out what Friday night looks like. If you're watching this, by the way, live, or if you're not live with us watching this, we're putting this out early Wednesday morning. So a little something nice to wake up to if you didn't make it through the game. All right, Mavericks win. Series tied at 1.